This will take you straight to Zanesville, bring you out. They're close to all the hotels and stuff there on Underwood.
How many miles do you think we've driven today?
49.
Standard day of patrolling?
It's more than that.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, I get torn. I don't know whether to go right or left because I've made cases this way. I've made cases this way. Let's go left today. Ain't too many jobs you can decide which way you want to go.
So, the plan itself is not going away, but what's your sense of the ginseng poaching? Is that getting better, worse, staying about the same?
You know, I think they're just getting smarter. You know, there's people that's, digging ginseng and could be out early in the year and burying it. You know, that ginseng would be fine buried. You know, they bury it, and then when the season comes in, go to a place and, dig it up. You know, them's the one that's really working hard to, get around us. But, and they're just hurting themselves, when they're digging plants early. They're, that plant's not getting to bury. They're just killing the plant. And how many people do plant seeds, How many people bring out? I think time will tell. If we start seeing I think it's 335 roots on the average, when our investigators do the certification that makes a pound, when that, starts getting higher, 350 to 400, definitely a problem. You were asking earlier about me, digging. The only time I think it was the second time I dug this year. I went on my friend's property and caught 2 people. So it turned into a 4-hour day. I knew the guy. The guy gave me tips and everything. Landowner, my best friend. I told him, I said, I got officers here. I said, you can, it don't matter to me. I said, they can get written. I said, they're ready to do it. And he told him to never come back and take the ginseng up to his mother-in-law. So I went to enjoy the day in the woods and ended up working 4 hours.
One of my questions was going to be, since becoming an officer, how has your enjoyment of the outdoors changed? I was going to ask, becoming an officer, has that affected how you spend time in the outdoors?
No, I don't. I still do it.
Other than just having more work on off hours?
Yeah. You just got to... A lot of people, a lot of these... Any officers, you don't want to take work home with you. It's your family time. It's hard not to think about it, But when I get home, when I'm not working, that's important. I got 3 kids, and it's important to me to, introduce them. So, I take them in the field. My kids always ask, and, I have people ask. Other officers, they get excited. I know when I started this big ginseng thing, really, took off because of the shows. And, when I can arrest 35 people in 2 years, that's a problem. But some turkeys.
I've never seen them in the wild before.
You never?
No.
Well, you've seen 2 deer and some turkeys. We'll probably see more. I always see a lot of them out through here.
I didn't even know where they're native to.
That's the eastern gobbler. Those are bad finds too. Poaching turkeys.
How much is that?
I think a male gobbler is $750 just for restitution.
What's restitution?
The cost of the animal. It just they got a chart and they figure as far as aesthetics and benefit to the wild, and they have some kind of graph, and it just to the public. I don't know. It's just chart. They come up with a value of $750.
And is that just on state land, or is that anywhere?
Somebody's poaching it or out of season. Overbait. You ain't allowed to bait turkeys. So have you ever rode with an officer before? I'll tell you right now, you've rode with the one that likes to talk.
Well, let me change that. I've ridden, but not as a journalist.
Oh, really?
I actually spent a lot of time in Afghanistan, so with more with military than with police, but both Afghan side as well as American.
I'm gonna stop right here real quick and grab a snack.
Sounds good.